So today we're going to be talking about accountability, everybody's favorite friend, our accountability partner. Okay. And accountability is a very, very interesting thing. Okay. It is a double-edged sword. It can make you feel amazing or it can make you feel like shit. Okay. Accountability is something that as a entrepreneur, as a real estate agent, as a realtor, real estate, working on your own, okay? A lot of you that I've spoken with have had jobs. I think there's like two people in our group that actually have jobs right now, and they're trying to get out of their job. My story, I had been in real estate since I was 18. I got my real estate license. I literally would sell one house and then not work for 4 months, right? Because you're 18, you got 10 grand, you're good, trust me. And then when I started getting more mature and saying, hey, let me do this for real, then I started doing, worked for a rental office where it was very much run like a job. Like it was basically like a rental office, like from 9 to 5. And they, as hilarious as it is, this was actually before the internet, as weird as that is, that I've been alive when there wasn't any internet, okay? But there was no internet, and they used to print out these humongous books of listings that were just printed, and then they would run these what they would call it today, clickbait, okay? Clickbait ads, okay, in the newspaper. And it would be like 1 bedroom, 1 bath, huge $500 a month, like the most like amazing, like not possible rental, and then it would get the people to come in. Of course, as soon as they came in, the property would be rented, and then we have to show them something else, right? So I started working there like a 9 to 5 job, and you basically came in, you took appointments for the day, and you went home. Well, after I moved past that company, the owner actually had sold the business. I loved working there. I had so much fun doing rentals. Like it is fun doing back, in that time frame in my 1920s, like I love doing it, It's fast money. And if you do a lot of them, it could actually pay, You get 1 month's rent here in Florida. That's the way it works. But then when he sold the company, I basically went to a traditional brokerage. When I went to a traditional brokerage, I was like, hey, what time do I have to be here? Doesn't matter. Hey, what's going on? No, on your own, do what you like. I was like, okay, and it took me quite a long time, I'm not gonna lie, for my maturity level, being in my 20s, and then having kids and having responsibilities and having things that are, basically screaming your name, things that are like, Holly, you have to do this. You have to go pick up your kid. You have to go do this, right? There's things in our life that force us into action, whether we want to do them or we don't want to do them. Okay. And so I really had to check myself, because what I realized is I could come up with the best plan on the paper. I could have the best plan. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to door knock. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then the day comes when I'm going to do it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go to Costco. I got to pick up that thing. I got to go over there real quick. And I got to real quick. And then next thing you know, you're all depressed because you're broke and you don't have any money. And you're thinking that real estate doesn't work and real estate is not for me. Okay. But what I really, kept fighting myself. The first book that I ever read in real estate, I always have it here on my desk. It literally looks almost the same as my Bible, like used and abused. Okay. Like you can see in here. And this was literally like I called this my real estate Bible for a long time. I went hard in the paint on this. And this is How to Master the Art of Listing and Selling Real Estate by Tom Hopkins.